What's up, guys, and welcome back to our playthrough. What's up, guys, and welcome back to part 7 of our playthrough of The House on Sentinel Hill by Graham Plowman, illustrated by Matthew Dewhurst. I always try and remember all of that in one phrase. Yeah, in the last part, we ended up getting the star-shaped tool that we needed to get into the science, like the laboratory room. It wasn't exactly what we were looking for. We were expecting to find the Tolkien. And watching back on the previous videos to try and see what we needed to do, one of the only thoughts we had was like using the scalpel to cut down one of those threads that was sticky to be able to try and reach that box, because we never had the opportunity to do that and we don't have the scalpel anymore. So we checked through the video basically, and it led us up to where we're up to now is going to be like an instant death, because we're already on the path to the end and we don't have the Tolkien. So the only thing I can think of is if we take a forfeit, go back to a previous checkpoint and see if we even need to do that scalpel thing. If that's what we need to do, then we're gonna have to just go through with that. Yeah. Other than that, we're in a loop of dying basically. We keep doing this previous checkpoint we're on in a minute.
Are we gonna say if we count it as a death?
Yeah.
But if we do need the scalpel, are we then gonna restart it?
We're probably gonna have to go back to somewhere to try and find it, because I
can't remember where we found it.
I don't know where it is, but we're just gonna have to see if it works at this point. And who knows, maybe even if that doesn't work, maybe there's something we've missed on the way. I just know that the path we're on now is just going to take us to the end, and we're going to spend 20 minutes getting all the way to the end to say you failed. So we're going to go check this out and just see if we can do this, because it will make things a lot easier.
There's got to be a load of other options that we haven't exhausted yet. So
yeah, there's got to be, because there's got to be all the creatures that I've got images from Google.
Look at the amount of pages.
I know, and we've seen so many bits of art that we haven't done. So I guess we're just going to go through it. So
hopefully we can make some different progress.
Yes. So
do we even know what the Tolkien is?
It's something that powers the machine correctly, or
so we don't know what it looks like.
A guiding stone. No,
so it could be the cube, technically.
Yeah, it's basically something we don't have that is going to be used in the machine to get us back home anyway. Yeah. So,
hey Steve, how's it going?
Yeah, hey Steve, how you doing? So I think when I was watching back the video, literally I spent so long watching back the last couple of parts to try and figure out where to go, and I think we've got 147 is the area where you choose to go to the branches, where you go to the thread room, and I think left.
Oh, I remember now. It's smelly.
Yeah.
It's a smelly way and then not smelly way.
Yeah. So let's just go through that and then see if the scalpel thing works. This is a checkpoint, so if it doesn't, I guess we'll just figure out what to do after that. Perfect timing, as I just finished reading a different game of Awesome. What have you been reading, Steve? You're always playing all the ones we've not heard of. So
did you manage to get through it? So hang on, do you actually remember which branch we went down?
I think left is the way that took us to the thread, so is that page 5? Yeah.
So we're going to the left branch. I'll read out the page anyway.
Yeah, we're going to just try as if we have the scalpel and see what happens. If we need the scalpel, we are going to have to go back to an earlier segment and figure out what to do. If not, I guess we just go from this path. At least we'll have different options, because like I said, the one we're on currently is just going to be a dead end and a waste of everyone's time. Not completely finished, just finished by time. Oh, which one was it then, Steve?
The cave starts to slope downwards and becomes increasingly more difficult to traverse. You're not exactly equipped for this, and it gives you pause to consider that you're either getting further away from your goal of getting back home than when you started. Mm-hmm. That could also be happening.
Yeah.
Or you are eventually going to find a way up to the surface and will be able to orientate yourself and figure out exactly where you are once you do. As the cave begins to level out again, you come to another branching tunnel. Both ways appear equally illuminated. We never went down the other branch.
We did. When I was watching the video, we did go down it, but then we decided to go back down the other way, because I think it does eventually end up in the same place.
But you sense that the air smells fouler from the left branch compared to the right. It could also just be your imagination. Which way do you want to choose? So we want to go to the left branch.
Yes.
5.
So we've got 147 as a checkpoint if this all goes terribly.
It's a French game.
Ooh, how long have you been learning French?
Yeah.
Well, it seems that all of the good ones are in foreign languages. I think what was the one you were talking about the other day that sounded really awesome, but it's not in English. You follow the left branch, which to your relief starts to climb upwards again. A series of step ledges about 5 feet in height are easy enough to climb over, like a giant staircase, and eventually the way opens out again into a much wider cavern. However, you pause to take in the sight before you and even consider turning back. Ahead in the cavern is a forest of white glistening threads suspended from the cave ceiling. You look up to see that the ceiling is completely hidden from view by a thick white mist. The threads descend from the mist and almost touch the cave floor. Across the opposite side of the cavern is another opening which appears to rise upwards. It could be the way out. What do you want to do? Tug on the thread nearest to you, to 263, cross the cavern. So we want to tug on the thread and then cut it with a scalpel.
With our imaginary scalpel.
Yeah, so we will hold this page just in case. So 263, we're going to try and tug it. I think we have tried it, we didn't have a scalpel, so let's see. And if not, well.
Should I? What page are we on here?
5.
That. 263.
Because that's the first thing we thought of, is like this is like a Spider-Man whip. Like if we can actually get this off, we can one use it as a rope and also use it to grab that box thing that we don't have.
That's probably just but that's exactly what I thought as well. I imagine it like, you know, the Jar Jar toys that you like flick with the phone. We have one of those.
Yeah. We should use it and pick the webcam with it.
You pull gently on one of the hanging threads, only to find that it sticks to your hand. The thread stretches as you try to pull your hand away, and taking advantage of being near the entrance, you come back out of the cavern, hoping the thread will come loose. Do you have a scalpel? We can try and cut the thread. Please turn to 522.
522. The bad ending is that you wake up in your bedroom and missed. Is this the book you're reading?
That's like a little bit tame.
That is like end of the world scale, right?
What a terrible ending.
Okay,
What's the good ending?
You get the pancakes,
You get these,
obviously, yeah. Okay, 522, let's see what happens. You cut the thread above your hand and it springs back into place. Crossing the cave could be dangerous. With so many of these threads to avoid, your gut instinct is that this is a purposeful trap. If you wish to attempt it anyway, turn to 194, you want to turn back and take the other pathway. So we want to go ahead with it.
Yeah.
So,
We might be able to cut the thing down.
yeah, so 194. Not very Ian, definitely not Steve Jackson, unless the pancakes are poisoned. What?
I've just seen something. You start to make your way carefully through the forest of dangling threads. You need to turn sideways at times and sidesteps to avoid touching them. Suddenly, all around you, the threads begin to swirl, and before you can react, you're enveloped by them as they latch onto you.
Right, so this is bad.
You struggle in panic, and this just makes it worse as they stick and then tangle you to the point you cannot move. You inadvertently announce your presence when you tugged on the thread earlier.
I do. Oh, right. We're gonna like shout something out like our names.
Then you feel yourself rising from the ground as the threads are pulled upwards into the mist. The mist envelops you, making it impossible to see the creature that bites into your torso.
Right, okay.
Injecting your body with a paralyzing venom that starts to liquefy your internal organs. Record in your investigator journal you were ensnared and devoured by a giant spider of Leng. -5 mythos points.
Okay.
Your investigation ends.
Well, we can't grab the box. We can't even get that thing. So
You must be able to get it.
there is. It says maybe
You
the
must
rope
be
is a
able to
rope.
get it.
Not with the scalpel.
What do we do? Do we go back to the other way and see if there's any other options, or?
Well, we might as well go through that room again to trigger that we've actually seen the box.
Yeah. Okay. Page 5 then. Checkpoint. Drink again.
I don't remember the.
Is that another death? Technically.
We'll count it as one.
It's a great start.
There we go.
Oh.
I've also been playing Deadfalls, but I can't help reading it in Ryan Man's voice.
Oh yeah.
I kind of do actually want to do that one. Maybe we should do that. Is it all from Deadpool's perspective? Here we go. Page 5. So basically, we can tug on the thread or cross the cavern. So we crossed the cavern last time, and that's where we saw this object, whatever it is. Cross the cavern, taking care to avoid the threads. Turn to 68.
There's gotta be a way to get it. It feels important.
There might be something that we've missed on the way to where we ended last time. Because
Where we go back and get it from higher up.
Well, I think that's obviously the point of it. You have to go through here to see it, for it then to be like, oh, you know where it is, or something like that.
Yeah.
Making your way slowly across the cavern, you need to turn sideways up at times and sidestep to avoid touching the hanging threads. Up close, they remind you of a spiderweb silk, but many times thicker. You stop and shudder, looking straight up into the mist. As you stare, a long thin black appendage appears out of the mist above, then disappears again. As sudden fear grips you, make a regular composure check. If you fail, turn to 175. If you pass, consider the situation carefully. You're only 1/3 of the way across the cavern. If you wish to continue onwards and hopefully make it across without alerting whatever that thing is, turn to 50 in.
You know what? What if we do need to kill the spider?
Didn't it say in a previous thing like it was like impossible to fight?
I thought we killed it.
No.
Oh no, I don't. No, we didn't.
Because it says something like it basically said like this is an impossible thing.
Okay.
So we'd be like, well, there's no way we're gonna do that. We need to make a composure check of 10.
Yeah. Oh no! Should we both take a drink and reroll? This is the cheatiest part we've ever done.
I know, but once we get past like part 5 of these books, time is not against
To
us.
be honest, it doesn't really matter because we're probably gonna have to die and start again anyway at this point.
That's true, yeah. Overall, we gotta get less than a 5 each. We gotta get 5 each, that's all.
We're like 10, that's easy.
Same as the Moon Knight book, you play as a psychic. Oh, okay. Do you play as like Hydra Bob then? Wish to continue through 58. Because I'm guessing going back out just takes you to the other tunnel anyway. I'm pretty sure when we did it, the tunnel was going to take us in the same place.
I hope so. You are just a short distance from reaching the other side when you spot a small metal cube about 6 by 6 inches off to your left and further back into the cavern against the wall. Oh, so it's not high up.
No.
It's just in the wall of the cavern. It looks too dangerous to reach it from where you currently stand, as there is an almost impossibly thick gathering of threads to pass through. You look up to the mist, a feeling of unnatural dread once again enters your mind. You shut your eyes and turn away, looking back to the glint of metal. Some instinct deep inside tells you it's important.
Yeah, so obviously
So
we
there
need
is
to
no
come back
way
here.
we can get it. However, we need something to get rid of the mist. However, you feel you have little choice but to carry on and leave this cavern. Turn to 389. I just find it weird that there's no reference.
Maybe it's just something we need to remember if we do get the chance. Or maybe it's the fact that we know it's important that if we do come across it and it says go for it, then we've got the knowledge of it. Hey Odium, how you doing? Cheers from Amsterdam.
Oh, cheers, Odium!
Hey Heroic, how you doing? What is that image?
It is a Chuffaloo.
Oh, it is. Perfect.
A Cthulhu.
Kind of reminded me of that big Mothman thing from before that. From a distance. Our chat is very small, so we have to really zoom in. So,
389. Right, let's see what other things we can do here.
yeah, there's got to be more options than where we were, because there literally weren't any. We just didn't have the thing. Intellectual Quandary. Hey guys, it's IQ. I found you on Twitch. Hey, how you doing?
Hey! Hope you've had a good weekend.
Yeah, hope everyone's had a good weekend and head for the weekend. Your thoughts wander as the tunnel continues to narrow. Is this petrifying city and cave truly undiscovered under the earth all this time? Or is it that all who have found their way down in the past, explorers, archaeologists, or just hapless wanderers such as yourself, have perished at the whims and instruments of these unrelenting insect creatures? You become conscious of your heavy breathing and the sweat rolling down your brow. The heat is getting very uncomfortable and the further you go. You soon arrive at a narrow crack in the rock face just wide enough for you to pass through. On the opposite side is a sheer drop into another cavern below with signs of a construction again. Below and to the right, a black river of slime flows away from you and disappears into a smooth walled building of stone on the opposite side. If you have a cable, you could be used as a rope, turn to 93, otherwise you'll have to find a way to climb down. So,
We have to find a way.
yeah, 186.
So we never did find that rope.
No, I don't know where we get that from. It's got to be quite early on. More house on Sentinel Hill. It's a Lovecraftian style. Yes. Yeah. This is the first time checking it out. It's super.
It's
super
ace.
Yeah. It's
And
really
the,
well,
like the
thought out.
illustrations are really cool.
Yeah, great art, and we're really into the story. It's got quite a lot of options of things to do as well. So
Finding the only likely area to attempt to climb, you reluctantly edge yourself over the ledge and get some footing. The rock here is rough and natural, allowing for some purchase as you descend. Make an extreme dexterity check. So what's a dexterity?
7.
So we've got to get a 4.
Yeah, this is where we rolled like. So you got 2 and I got like a 6, like 3 times in a row. 3,
Really?
2, 1.
No, we're gonna stick with it and cheat really bad this
Yeah.
playthrough.
Because we might still end up just starting from scratch again.
Saying that though, it probably wouldn't be an insta-death. Like, that might have just been a lose 1 health or something.
Yeah.
If you pass the dexterity check, you successfully reach the bottom, turn to 323.
No, I feel like we did do that and we failed and we checked it and it was like an
Oh, it's
assortment
like,
of like 10 things in a row. You have to like roll like a stealth and a dex and a strength check one after the other. 3, 2, 3. Wonder how similar mechanics or skills to is Call of Cthulhu one of the books, or is that just like the Call of Cthulhu? 3, 2, 3. Like the game Call of Cthulhu. It was okay. The heat is just bearable down here. To your right, the river of black slime flows out of the cave wall behind you and dissipates under the tower ahead. Flowing beneath the wall, the structure is a towering, convex wall of smooth black stone that rises 300 feet to join the cavern ceiling. The only visible feature is a large archway at the base, and darkness lies beyond it. Take a deep breath and enter the structure.
Is this that thing with the statue in the middle? Have we already gone past that bit?
I'm not sure. Yes.
Yes, it is. So we're back in this room with the statue in the middle, and there is a bowl by his feet with some black goo in it.
Yeah. Should we
drink the black
well,
goo?
Yeah, because we do actually get health and stuff, don't we?
Yeah.
But are we at max stats?
Pretty much. Should we leave it?
So let's just assume we've got the code from doing that and continue onwards, because we will have it written down from last time.
Yeah.
We go through the door behind.
Cross the chamber to the... Do we definitely go with it? Yeah, because we tried all the options, didn't we?
Yeah.
Cross the chamber to the archway behind the statue, turn to 358. I can't remember what was to the right and left.
But I'm sure we tried it and it wasn't anything too like interesting. The archway leads into another... What page was that, do you remember? 99. Just write 99 down as a reference. 99 and put like Prometheus room. The archway leads into another dark tunnel lined with similar intricate cave carvings on the main chamber, but this one ends with an oval-shaped metal door. If you approach this door, turn to 43, you can either go back through the other doors as well or examine the thingy. So we're going to go through the door.
I do not remember this.
It was probably 2 weeks ago when we did it. Call of Cthulhu is a tabletop RPG based on Lovecraft's work. There's lots of different adventures. Yes, we've probably been saying for about 6 months that we want to try more tabletop stuff, but we just haven't had the time or the space to figure something like that out.
We're in the brain room again.
Are we?
This is where we get the code. Is that good? Or are we too far ahead?
Let's skip through this. Have we got a reference that we need to use to get through this faster, this room?
Maybe.
I have a star-shaped tool and you used the second reference, is it?
Yeah, but we've got through this door into this room, and there's the big brain in the jar. And he's chatting to us.
We don't even have the seeds, do we?
We do have the seeds.
Well, okay.
Do we have the seeds? Look in our inventory. I think we put the seeds down.
I didn't change it since last time, so.
Well, if they're in there.
Yeah, we got 2 seeds.
2?
That's what it says. It probably had 3 seeds because we probably used one of them here.
Oh, what a mess.
Yeah.
We've got to make a very hard composure check. If you fail, you lose 1 composure. If you pass, there is no effect.
That's a win.
Yeah, let's pass. The thing stops, and it's telling us to come with it. Will you follow it through the door or turn and flee? We want to follow it through the door, 369. Do you want me to quickly get through this?
Yes. You got, there's also a few Call of Cthulhu solo ventures I want to play one day. Oh yeah? What likes do you? Which ones? You guys should check out Call of Cthulhu Alone Against the Flames. It's pretty cool. Available for everyone to try it. It's a good starting point for people who get used to Call of Cthulhu's mechanics. Yeah, we'll have to have a look at some point. We're like literally drowning in these books at this point.
Alright, so this brain in a jar is trying to turn us into a brain in a jar too.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all scientists.
Yeah.
We can pretend to go along with his request and look for an opening to escape, or threaten him and let them leave you alone or whatever.
I think we threatened them last time and bypassed it, and we just threw the seed off. We might lose like a health, but
Do you want to do that again?
yeah. The only thing I can think of, if none of this pans out and this takes us straight back to the end, is go back to that thing and just take the other tunnel after it. Oh, I don't know.
So if you have an explosive seed, you may use it on the 2 walking brains. This is where we lost the seed last time. We've done the same thing again then.
Well, we might have done something different on the way. Like, I don't remember where we actually started. We just have to see. Hope for the best that there's something we haven't done.
We lose 1 health.
Okay.
Because we throw an explosive seed at the brains and glass cuts us. They turn and flee, leaving you to investigate the laboratory. Turn to 471. And then this is where we use the star-shaped tool. Is this not where we ended it last time?
No, we I can't remember where we ended it last time. It was a dead end.
Right, so if you have the recorder in your journal, have a star-shaped tool, turn to the second thingy, which is 425.
The tool wears and unlocks the panel. So basically, we open up the locker, and something catches your eye. The machine from the attic. So there's just like pictures of it, and this gives us the coordinates and the word Heimat, which we wrote down last time. Recording your investigator journal, you know how to get home, and note 2 separate references: 535 and 254. So we got that. Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Yes.
You place it in your journal and leave the lab. Back to the main chambers to see 2 remaining walking brain cylinders near a tunnel to your right. You immediately take the exit to your left and leave the area. 437. Let's see what happens.
Right, so we end up in this place, which we did yesterday.
That is where we actually left it, so I actually think this might be a dead end.
You're joking. Is this where we left it? Should we just go through it anyway?
Let's go through it anyway for a bit until we know.
We've literally done the exact same thing we did.
We'll continue with it.
We're in the egg tunnel. We're gonna sneak past these eggs because I don't think we haven't released a black slime creature.
No.
5:30. What are we gonna do? We're gonna have to start again. We step carefully through the fungus. About halfway through the tunnel before reaching the chamber with Amigo, about 20 feet ahead, there's another junction in the right-hand wall. Do you have an explosive seed?
Yeah, which we do.
We have 1 left.
So, should we do that and then go... Is this the room with the well?
No.
Okay, let's...
So throw the seed into the chamber with Amigo to try and kill them. Turn to 545. So throw the seed back into the egg chamber as a distraction. Turn to 275. Or we can sneak up the tunnel on the right.
Should we throw the seed at them?
Throw the seed at them or in the egg chamber?
At them, so we don't have to fight them.
Okay. 5.
You approach as close as you dare to getting increasingly anxious with each step. When you think you're able to throw with some accuracy, you throw one of your explosive seeds into the chamber. What happens next you are not prepared for. You are blasted off your feet as an explosive force shoots through the tunnel. Lose 1 health. The Amigo are utterly annihilated. The weapons carried by 2 of the Amigo are powerful but volatile. The seed exploding set one off, causing a chain reaction. You climb to your feet and peer down the tunnel. What now? Approach the chamber with the dead Amigo, or lead the devastation to the tunnel to the right.
We must have done that.
Yeah, so I think we've checked them out. So 217. Are there physical books of these Call of Cthulhu ones? Because we prefer to do it in an actual book rather than like a PDF or something.
The green ichor of Migo blood runs down the walls. Only fragments of their weapons mixed with limbs and other pieces of the creatures remain. A yellow liquid, possibly from a row of broken and fallen containers, pools on the floor, mixing with the blood of the Migo. The resulting smell is a horrid mix of the burning flesh, strengthened to a sickening level by the strong-smelling yellow liquid. There's nothing of use remaining here, and you don't wish to linger here, so that was pointless.
Yeah.
We go down the side tunnel, turn to 138.
You continue onwards, weary, angry, frustrated, and vengeful. If you cannot escape, you at least plan to take out as many of these Migo as you can. If you die here, you'll die fighting. Your anger renews your drive, and you quicken the pace. The tunnel turns sharply to the right, and you start to rise upwards at a 30-degree angle. You continue for about 2 minutes until it opens out to a high rocky ledge. Standing on the ledge, you look out far below the cavern, so vast you cannot see the bottom. Hundreds, if not thousands, of Migo crawl about like in a massive ant colony, carrying ore and other materials through the elaborate network of caves and passageways. Large disc-shaped machines are being used to bore holes through the rock and form new passages, or to reveal new ore deposits. Glinting silver veins of the ore snake through the rock like central nervous system of some vast beast. If you have recorded in your investigator journal, you freed Unlapper, turn to the second reference. I know. If you do not have that entry, turn to 85. So.
No. It's dead end again.
I believe there are physical. We're not at a dead end until we get to the area where we have the 2 Migo operating ones.
To your left, the ledge snakes the way around the edge of the cavern, where another tunnel opening leads back into the rock face. The tunnel is short and ends in a typical circular metal door. You creep up to the door, and knowing it will open when you get close, you prepare yourself for what horrors may lie beyond. The door slides open to reveal an end to the rock of the cavern and return to the metal construction, similar. As the door opens, 3 Migo turn towards you in the room of the 4 metal slabs. Oh! Where else can we go? So it's too late by the time we get to the thread room. It needs to be something before the thread room.
Or the other path from the junction from the thread room, because that basically takes you to this, doesn't it? And I don't know, let's just try that anyway. See what's down that way.
When you sort our stats out.
So our health goes back up to 9.
Oh, does it? Does it? That's mega cheating, but...
No, it goes up by 1. We'll take a hit for that.
Okay. Did we lose anything, gain anything?
No, I don't think so. We've got still on 3 Cs at this point.
Yeah, I don't... You said this ends up at the same place, though.
Well, that's what I said in the last video. I didn't pay too much attention. No, I think we like backtracked halfway through. Oh, maybe we should do the other way. I was just assuming it would take you to the same thing.
Right, so we're at the point. We're backtracking now. So pretend the last half an hour hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna start with the thread room on the left.
You could be potentially seeing this on YouTube as the intro to part 7, just in case we cropped out the last 30 minutes.
So we've got to the thing where it smells bad to the left, not so bad to the right. And I think this might be the first time we've actually gone right here, but
we definitely did go right. But then I think we got like literally like a page in. We were, oh, maybe we should try the other way.
Right, let's go right then. 481. Okay. If not, if this doesn't get us any further, we are going to start again.
The passage descends and opens into a huge cavern. You are standing in a narrow ledge overlooking the chasm, 50 feet across. Below is a black underground river of slime, snaking its way slowly through the cavern, flowing away to the left. You suspect or hope it could eventually lead out of this hellhole. It is a lot hotter here, and humid air is more difficult to breathe at times. The ledge looks wide enough to traverse safely.
I remember this.
Will you head along the ledge, following the river flow, or head right instead against the river flow? So, I think we did the ledge.
I feel like we've done the ledge. The ledge looks wide enough to traverse safely.
Yeah. And even when I was watching the video, I think we took that, saying, "Oh, let's just go do that again because it was safe."
Head right in against the river flow, so that's a different direction.
So you don't think we've done that?
Should we try it?
Why not? Right. 297.
We've got nothing to lose at this point.
At least we'll know in a few seconds if we've done this or not.
So hang on, we haven't used the star-shaped tool yet then, so we don't have the codes. So we do need to end up back there eventually.
We do have the Starship tool.
Yeah, but we won't open the locker with it.
Oh,
yet.
no. Lol, you're one of the 2 people on all of Twitch who still call me that. Genius07. I feel like we remember some reference to that, but I can't remember
It's
what it
not
was.
an 07.
It's
the
a wave.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's exactly that. What I remember. Being mistaken.
I forgot where it was now. Head right against the river flow 297. Come on. You thread carefully along the ledge, sticking close to the wall. Is that right?
297.
Against the river flow 297. I feel like I've read this before. You thread carefully along the ledge, sticking close to the wall, and soon arrive at a natural rock formation from which the river is flowing. The ledge continues across the rock face to the opposite bank and then climbs steadily upwards. On the far side above you can see a return to the metal construction built into the rock and another door. Suddenly from above you hear a loud shriek. You look up.
Done this.
Yeah, you look up just in time to narrowly avoid an attack from a winged beast. It swoops past you, missing you by inches, and glides over the river. You don't get much further because it deftly changes direction and swoops again. It lands.
Men used to call me penguins because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I remember that.
Ingenious penguin. It lands directly ahead of you, spreading its wings to prevent passage.
Oh, I don't remember this then. I remember someone shrieking, but I don't remember getting to a. Maybe we read that and then went back.
Its wings are rough and tattered as though it's been in many battles. Its body looks sickly, half decomposed, with a head dominated by a huge beak on the end. Oh, we've not read this.
No, definitely not.
A huge beak on the end of a flexible, elongated neck. Is it like a vulture? Like a
Sounds
decomposing
like a big,
vulture? Its head is more snake-like than bird-like, with little room for eyes and other sensory organs. Ignoring its wingspan, it is perhaps the size of an emu.
Oh, it's not that big. I was picturing
Emus
like
are
a giant.
big.
Yeah, but I was picturing like a big dragon from Elden Ring.
With its wingspan, it probably is.
Oh, true.
Make a regular composure check. If you fail, you lose 1 composure.
So just 10.
Yeah. Don't say just. Whoa, look at that!
There we go. Snake eyes.
What will you do? Stand your ground and face the beast, or flee along the ledge?
We might as well fight because we
Fight.
don't want to end going back. So this is one of the. We'll find out what it is because it's probably one of the random bold words I saw. Google
Oh, that's ace.
Oh, nice.
Picture time. Story time.
Composure instead of sanity makes sense actually. Yeah, you're keeping your composure, right? Alright, so
Sensing you would be at a distinct disadvantage attempting to run on this ledge, you decide to stand and fight. The creature is a juvenile Bayaki. It appears to be wounded, likely a result from previous battles with the Migo. Its combat is 7 and its health is 4.
that's not so bad.
Have you got a bird?
I do
Skeleton
actually.
bird.
Basically, I'd look through the book and I saw these random words in bold, so I googled them and I added them. So let's hope with this is what we.
Is that actually what a Bayaki
That's
is?
what it came up on Google.
That's amazing.
So we're scrapping with this thing.
That means you've seen spoilers before we start.
I don't think reading the word Baki is much of a spoiler when I have no idea what it is.
Its beak is particularly vicious, and if you are hit, you will take 2 damage in an attack. Instead of the usual 1. You must also reduce your combat ability by 1 for this combat due to the precarious nature of fighting on the ledge.
So we're down.
So
to
we're down to
6.
6. So it's
Do we not have? We don't have a weapon, do we?
no, we don't. And this is only a juvenile one.
Okay.
If you win, you must decide which way to go.
What
so.
else? Is there anything about the rules?
No, that's so. If it hits us, it takes 2 health.
Yeah.
And we're at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. Ready?
Yeah. Come on. Right, so we lose 2.
Yeah. Got some cheating's going on.
That's a win, right?
Yes, that's a win. Can we not take?
Oh, we got seed pods.
No, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
How the heck are you fighting that without a weapon? We're just using our fists and our lantern.
Yeah, you got like the text behind and
Yeah, no,
guys.
because we moved.
That doesn't count because you were doing something.
No, we'll take the hit. Okay.
This is why we need to go and eat that black goo.
Yes.
Yeah! Okay, 2 more left.
We've also got 2 more.
Oh no. We can't die.
Put your dukes up, boy. Yeah, we're gonna scrap with this thing.
Oh no.
Oh, we just did worse, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
We're dead. We can't do that. We can't die. We're gonna take our dream cheese out of our pocket and use it to get. Do we not have a health potion in this?
No. Alright.
We have dream cheese.
We
though.
have the yellow liquid.
Sorry
Hey, not
for
yet. How you
cheating.
doing?
Hey, not yet.
This is the desperation it comes to when we 6-7 hours into a book.
This is melted dream cheese,
Yeah.
and it restores our health back to its
The dream cheese
initial.
is the central anchor of the multiverse. Okay.
You need to restore our health back to its initial value.
All the way to the initial.
Yeah, that's what dream cheese does.
Maybe next time.
No, it does. It does.
If we have to drink any more dream cheese, then we will. Okay.
But then you're just continuously cheating instead of just one-off cheating.
We're going up to 8, that's it. Okay, let's go.
But you hadn't noticed it. Yay! It doesn't.
Yay!
Imagine
Okay.
chewing melted cheese. It sounds like absolute
Have you
heaven.
not tried that?
You actually rolled a 2, but it didn't go in the pot. I've had like stringy cheese when they put it on things.
8 plus.
Yeah,
5.
you wins. Yay!
He's dead. Okay, we see what Ian blatantly reusing their own content from Warlock the Fighter Mountain in one of the newer books.
Well, that's it. If they're gonna reuse it, we reuse it. We
Yeah,
gotta
exactly, yeah.
carry it on.
Repurpose it.
If you win, you must now decide which way to go. Either head onwards and make for the structure. If you're to find a way out of here, you suspect it will be through exploring the buildings, or continue back along the ledge and follow the river
No, we
flow
gotta
into
go in
the
while we're down here.
So that's going back on ourselves. So we might as well.
We gotta go in and
New
see
territory
Yeah, we fought the back.
could be a dead end, but
I hope not.
as long as we eventually can get back to the code.
Back inside the structure, you find yourself stumbling down a long featureless corridor. The corridor is a mix of both a metal construction and the now familiar hewn black rock. You reach a square-shaped door in the left-hand wall at the end of the corridor and press yourself against the wall as it opened. Staying low, you listen for the possibility of Migo presence. When it seems clear, you step inside. You turn to scan the room and almost immediately jump with fright when you see 3 people are standing upright against the wall on the left. They're all naked. They appear to be missing reproductive organs.
No.
Their skin hangs loose and their eyes are hollow black holes. It is then you realise it is human skin hanging on some kind of rack. On the opposite side of the room is a large mechanical exoskeleton, the arms of which are a series of serrated implements that remind you of Edward's dangerous prosthetic. There's another square door ahead. What do you want to do? Approach the skin suits, examine the endoskeleton, exoskeleton, or leave this room, right?
Oh no!
But what if we can wear this exoskeleton? That destroy bugs.
Isn't exoskeleton like bones?
No, it's like the mech suit from
Oh,
Aliens.
mechanical exoskeleton.
Yeah, so it's like an incredibly Cthulhu-y. Yeah. To be fair, we've never read HP Lovecraft, so I don't know how like if this much runs into it. Does he have mechanical exosuits?
I want to look at the skin though.
Yeah. What if they come to life? What
It's just skin.
Well, what if we can put the exoskeleton on?
What if we can put a skin suit on?
Is that going to give it plus
You'd be
5
like
armor?
a Dwight in the office.
Yeah. Try you then. Let's try.
No, it's alright. We'll do what you want to do. We'll look at the
We'll go with the defensive option first, and hopefully we can check out the skin afterwards. We can always checkpoint, yeah. We're on 170, right? 170 now.
Okay.
Just in case the skin can fly and die.
So you don't want to look at the skin suit?
No, I do. I would rather.
Okay.
I'd rather have the chance of putting on a mech suit beforehand. 176. Bracking skin job. It's just skin. On that level, detailed description, atmosphere, it's very Cthulhu West. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I haven't read Lovecraft, but like this book, there's a lot of detail and a lot of story building in it, so they definitely know the stuff. And well,
the construction almost defies belief. It is a mechanical suit designed to be worn around the user. Multiple attachment sockets line the arms and legs. Unfortunately, it's clearly designed for use by Amigo, and therefore it would be of no use to you. Something catches your eye, however. There's a star-shaped indentation.
We've got the key.
Along the arm. Yeah, we have. Along the arm. If you have recorded in your investigator journal, have a star-shaped tool, turn to the first reference associated now. Are you sure you want to do this?
If not, you can do one of the following. Look at the skins.
So that's as if not, so I feel like we have to do it.
Well, should we hold this page and check the skin suits and see if it gives us the option to go back and look at the mech suit?
Is that not cheating?
I suppose not. I suppose. Yeah, it is, yeah.
So should we just go for the star-shaped tool thing?
Yeah, maybe we should have written down the
I did write down the page.
Yeah.
475.
This is with the first reference.
Yeah.
475?
Yes.
We get a mech suit. I was not expecting
Maybe.
that.
It doesn't fit us though.
It's for bugs.
Yeah, but we're just opening it.
It's just like loads of like bug pooing. You place the head of the tool into the star-shaped recess to find it is a perfect fit. With a press of the button, it spins around with a click and the forearm detaches from the suit and drops to the floor. You pick it up and examine it. There's room to place your forearm through the
Yes!
A gun.
A gauntlet.
Yeah. Bug gauntlet. You try it to find it fits well enough with a grip on the inside that when twisted causes a vicious blade to unsheath from the aperture. This is a lucky find, as it could be quite lethal in a fight. Record it in your journal you have a forearm blade. While using this in combat, add both 1 to combat and 1 damage you deal, so you do 2 damage with this thing.
Hang on, let me get myself sorted. What is it? +1?
+1 combat and 2 damage basically to an enemy. Note that you cannot use it in conjunction with any other weapon. Its reinforced construction also adds 1 to your strength. Right.
What's that strength? Do you want to add it on now then?
I wouldn't do it on. Actually, I suppose I can.
You can put +1.
It's a counter, so I can't.
Oh, you can't.
I can add 1 to strength. Don't worry. We'll just
and
lose
1
it.
to combat.
But what if we end up getting rid of it? Oh yeah.
Why would we get rid of it? It's well cool.
Well, if we die. Right, we got 8 combat now, so that's good.
We die.
You feel much safer armed with this formidable weapon. Gain 1 composure. We're already on max, so if you haven't already you can examine the skin suits.
Oh!
We might as well.
Do you want me to keep my finger on the page?
Yeah.
Skin suit time, baby!
Yeah,
oh, look at this!
What if we stretch the skin suit over our mech?
Look at this!
Whoa! That is some creepy stuff.
That's well baggy skin. Or maybe it's just an 8-pack.
The OG Lovecraft stories can be quite difficult to read. His right side is a bit weird. There's a comic where Cthulhu fights Godzilla. I bet that's cool. Don't bother reading Lovecraft stuff. It's hard to read, to be honest. Guy never knew what the second draft was. Plus, it's a time where racism was normal. He was super racist.
No.
What is the best medium of HP Lovecraft? Where has it been adapted the best? Let me know.
Here.
Not bad
There's
shot.
an unsettling look to the misshapen and loose hanging skin that is suspended from the metal frame. They all look very similar. Next to them is a small table with a pile of human clothes. It consists of a variety of suits, overalls, and other workman's attire, and 3 wigs. Are these disgusting creatures capable of disguising themselves as human by wearing skin and clothes? Have we seen any humans? I don't think we have we?
Yeah.
Peabody?
Yeah, it could be.
You shudder at the thought.
Oh, God.
Gain 5 mythos points.
Oh, it's 36 points, so we've been pressing the wrong buttons.
Maybe. That seems like a lot.
Mythos, I have to type. No, because I have to type mythos in, so I can't see me writing 36 if it was wrong. How many? 5?
Yeah. So,
No, it's just very slow. Cthulhu RPG is literally all the best Lovecraft's work on the Cthulhu mythos without all the racism system. And that's the tabletop, right?
make a hard composure check, which is 6 + 1.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we need to get?
We need to get
9.
9 at max. Oh!
There's nothing else of interest with these, and you certainly do not want to touch them. Why can't we try and put one on?
We're already wearing a
Can we
skin.
at least take a wig?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we've got a wig now.
It's like the Deadpool wig in Deadpool.
We can use the wig to avoid an enemy attack later on.
By blinding it, by whipping it.
No, by disguising ourselves.
We're already human.
If you haven't already, you can examine the exoskeleton or leave this room through the door.
This is new, this is good.
In the far wall. Yes, this is new.
I mean, we've got.
How have we not been down here yet? How have we?
I remember at one point saying, like, we should probably head to wherever the black slime thing is because we need to get that have you met unlocked message.
Yeah, but I thought that was like there's a river of black slime. Do you want to follow it?
Oh yeah, true.
I don't.
I'm sure we read that today at some point.
No,
I
we
think.
didn't.
There was something about black slime. The door opens into a similarly sized room with a single exit on the left, and to your right sits a stack of containers with various mechanical fragments and equipment parts. Suddenly the door to the left opens, ducking down behind the containers. Just in time you see between two of them a single Migo has entered the room and is headed towards the back, where a series of containment cells line the back wall. In one of the cells is another Migo. That creature appears to be a prisoner, the Migo guard. If that is what it is, hasn't spotted you.
Is he wearing a wig?
You're in a tuxedo. What will you do? Attempt to sneak up behind the creature and strike it down before it has the chance to react. Toss a piece of metal from the containers as a distraction, then attack the creature from behind. Surprise the creature with a full-on charge attack. Should we try and do a stealth roll maybe and sneak up and crack it in the head with our new fist?
Yeah, go on, let's fist him from
Page
behind.
6. That's what you want, Bloodborne style.
Page 6.
There's a few solo ventures such as Lone Against the Flame, some solo scenarios, some one-to-one scenarios. Are these card-based games or like? We don't know too much about how tabletop stuff works, so.
You creep out from behind the containers and approach the Migo, ready to strike. Make a hard stealth check, which is +1.
Ours is 7, so we need to get
6 at the most. That's bad.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, you just need to get a 1.
I just need to get a 1.
Yeah.
Just a sheet of paper, pencil, eraser, and some nerd dice.
That needs a wow.
You ready for it? I'm going to use the alien, which I've not used yet. Which lasts for about 40 seconds, so enjoy them.
If you pass 10 to 114, that's still going on.
I was going to press the green light to last the whole time. 114. As you creep out from behind the container, second thoughts quickly enter your mind. This Migo is larger than any other you've seen. It has a broad carapace and 4 fully formed arms ending in huge claws, instead of the usual 2 clawed arms and 2 small utility arms and the other Migo has. Still, you're committed now. The closer you get, the more your nerves build until suddenly the Migo guard moves to turn around, and something quite unexpected happens. The Migo prisoner taps on its cell wall, enticing a large guard over. It turns back to you again, buying you precious second. It is now or never. If you're in possession of a weapon, you can choose which one to use. If you haven't already gained any of these weapons, you must attack unarmed. So we can use unarmed, a scalpel, forearm blade, or a metal rod, and we have the metal rod, so 4, 5, 4.
No, we have a forearm blade.
That's what I said, didn't I?
You said metal rod.
Oh yeah, forearm blade. 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5.
What was that?
I was speaking in code. Where's the Wesky cam? We're using that cam currently as our dice cam.
Yeah,
so,
we need to get a Wesky cam.
And he wasn't there a lot of the time, and We need like a separate cam that's like attached to him, that's wireless, and we can just watch him run around.
Yeah, that'd be good.
He might just be licking his balls for like half an hour.
Yeah, that's prime footage.
That's true. We could press a button to like blur it out if we did that. It'd be quite cool.
You aim the forearm blade at the back of the creature and strike. The vicious serrated blade tears through the carapace, spraying green blood across the room. Though very badly wounded, the creature turns sharply to counterattack. This Migo is unlike the others you have encountered. It has a broad carapace and 4 fully formed arms ending in huge claws, instead of the usual 2 clawed arms with 2 smaller utility arms. You know, just read this out.
Pretty much, yeah.
The extra limbs and claws can deal 1 additional damage to you for each round you lose against it. Migo guard, and in brackets, it's badly wounded. And his combat is 8.
And this is badly wounded?
Yeah. And his health is 4.
But we take 2
we take 2, yeah.
And our combat is that 8?
I don't know, did you put it up?
Yeah, that's right.
No, here we go.
Here we go. We're even, but if we can kill him in 2 rounds if we're lucky.
Even. Yes.
Yes, that's a win. All right. So he's down to 10. Come on, let's do it. 6, 2.
No. Oh, so he takes 2 of us?
Yeah. Alright, we got plenty what's the word? Microwave cream cheese.
Yes, we do. Oh no, we're gonna need it. Hello, buddy.
Hello, Whiskey. 1,
Yes.
4, 6, and 3. So he's dead.
He's dead. And we didn't even cheat.
Yeah.
If you win, turn to 5, 6, 2.
Actually playing through the campaign at the moment. But main thing. Horror on the Orient Express. Ooh, Cthulhu on a train. It's been going on for 8 months. We're probably halfway through. How often do you play it? Do you play it in person with a group of people?
It's like, how long did our Fable Lands play go on for? Was that like 8 months?
Probably, yeah. Oh, it's this. The Migo guard lies dead at your feet. An impressive kill, but one that leaves your heart racing for a few minutes as you rest against the container to calm down. Human, tap, tap, tap. The Migo prisoner raps on the cell wall with its claw. Free me, human, help me, I help you. Why would you possibly help me? You're one of them, you retort, pointing at the creature you've just slain. You let your disdain for these things show in your voice, even though you are not sure that these creatures can recognize such emotion. I am a prisoner, to be destroyed. It is plain that I seek escape, and you do also. I flew too close to the forbidden moon. We tried to escape. My companion and I stole power. Big up Tolkien. The creature continues to talk, and then you find out his name is Yarif, a rebel Migo.
Nice.
There are others but Migo that do not follow the way or destroy, or offer to something called crawling chaos as tribute. Oh, is that what we came across? Your inquiry into the crawling chaos yields no answer. Yarif does not want to talk about it. The rebel group of Migo seek to prevent the ability to bring humans and other beings incapable of interstellar travel to and from Yugoth so easily. The rebels secretly worship Kiaksu Kalufu something, a being of great power that lies mostly dormant far below the city in a pit of black slime. The other Migo are feeding the Great Black River with the processing of body parts to keep Axalalafalufa in a state of dormancy. I was going to say democracy. Manifest. You explain the details of your arrival to this.
Did you show the picture? Yes.
No. So this is the bug in the cell, Yarif.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. He's
Pretty
just
smart.
floating in the middle of the cell. It must be quite uncomfortable. You explain the details of your arrival, the strange device, and the diamond-shaped object that was used to activate it. The moment you mention the diamond-shaped object, Yarif's agitation becomes noticeable. I know where it is, the Tolkilian. We stole it. The Migo elaborates further, and it becomes clear your intentions may be aligned. One Tolkilian takes 2 generations to construct, and thus they are immensely valuable and rare. Yarif tells you no more, and now repeatedly asks to be set free before another Migo guard arrives. You're naturally mistrustful of these vile creatures, but a Migo ally could be the turning point in your desperate plan to escape. You ask about the Turn family and how they fit into all this, but Yareth doesn't know what you were talking about. What is clear to you from the paper clipping is that they are dead. Victims of the Migo experimentation. It is not a fate you wish for yourself. There is a panel on the side which looks to be the opening mechanism. What will you do? To free the Migo prisoner, 10-117. We'll leave it here. You already know these alien creatures see humans as nothing more of playthings. How could you possibly trust it?
Because he's cute. And he's helped us.
Should we checkpoint him and let him out? 562.
I want to let him out.
He knows where it is. Maybe we can kind of just...
Oh, he's not told us where it is.
No,
yeah, we need him then.
Maybe he's got it stuffed inside him somewhere. Right. Free the Migo prisoner. 117. Let's hope this goes well. I've seen that module. It looks awesome. I'd love to play some COC. See, I'm going to say COC. Hopefully that isn't how it's pronounced.
I was about to say it, but I don't want to get banned.
Blasted Hell for Man, Gorilla Pig, Abomination. We're stitched together. My D&D group effectively ended now as well. How do you have so many friends who are all into this kind of stuff? Like, I feel like it's so tough to so many people who are into this and have time to do it. It's crazy. I can send you an invite to the Discord. So we struggle so much with time and even doing this. So
We can check it out anyway.
we'll check it out anyway. Yeah, thank you. I work in IT. Oh, I suppose that makes sense.
You press the panel on the cell and prepare for a possible fight as the transparent cell door rises into the ceiling. Yes, my human ally, you are strong to make it this far, but further on you will require my guidance.
Okay, good. So we needed to do that.
Yeah, you eye the creature suspiciously. How do we get out? It points a claw towards the door to the left. The caves. Separated in caves, my former companion and I follow to find the
Toklian?
Toklian. Yareth skitters across the floor and through the door. It's smaller than most Migos. I thought it was huge.
Yes. No, it must have been the guard.
It's smaller than most Migo you've seen, and so such you expect it will not be much protection should you both encounter a Migo patrol.
Can we use him as bait?
We can ride him. The door leads back out to the sprawling cavern with the black river of slime flowing beneath it. There, human, it says, pointing down the river. Food for Saxukluther.
Yeah, that's the one.
Also, an offering for him, the crawling chaos, it says as it moves on, failing to elaborate on that last statement. Keep it down, you whisper back, or we'll be discovered. Migo don't come here, it replies. Dangerous. You follow behind Yareth as it moves along a stone ledge that follows the river flow until it reaches a side tunnel that heads away from the river. It turns here, following the tunnel with the familiar sight of glowing fungi on the walls lighting the way. Are we going back to where we came from?
Oh, I don't know.
After clambering up a series of raised ledges like a giant staircase, you eventually come to the entrance of a large cavern. Have you recorded in your investigator journal being inside the cavern? Yes, we have. If so, turn to the reference associated with the entry now.
I don't remember when that was.
496. I think it's on this playthrough.
You recognise this cavern. White hanging threads. Oh, we didn't do that though. So you must be able to get round to it at some point. Okay, let's hope it's not a death.
Well,
But
should
we do have the reference. Should we see this is bad?
Oh no. Okay.
We might have, oh no. No, but would we not have done that on the actual playthrough? The thing is, we would have done it, and then we would have gone back to do it again to try and find something differently. So, I mean...
We've got it! We've got it!
Yeah.
Look at our investigation points.
We're gonna go ahead and do it.
Unless it's wrong. What's the checkpoint? What's the
what's the page? No, what's the reference number? 496? No.
Yeah, 496.
Oh, we're already on 496.
No, you've just turned to it before.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So we're stuck here now.
No, I've still got the old one.
What's the old one? Mega cheating.
253 you go to if you don't have the reference. We're on 117.
Make up your man, 117.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like it's a similar page, to be honest. I think.
So much cheating.
Right, we're just gonna go ahead with this option, honestly, because we didn't exactly start from scratch. I think we kind
But
of...
we technically we have been in stuff.
Yes. Okay, your turn. 196. We did do this.
I thought it was your turn.
That's yours.
You recognize this cavern, the white hanging threads, and the mist above. There is something in that mist that you do not wish to encounter. There, human, Yareth points towards the back of the cavern. There is where the Tolkien lies. You will retrieve it. I will not, you reply, trying to keep your voice low. I know there is something in that cavern waiting above in the mist. The Migo's head changes to a deep red. Very well, we need a weapon. Yareth's voice sounds as cold and emotionless as it ever did.
He's not giving us a reason to trust him, is he?
No, but whatever passes for Migo anger, you believe you just heard it. If you have recorded in your investigator journal, have a metal rod, and if you wish to give it to Yareth, turn to the reference associated now. Do we have a metal rod?
No.
We have a glowing mushroom.
Do we have the mushroom attached to the metal rod?
Yeah, we don't have a metal rod.
Okay.
If you do not have a metal rod or wish to keep for yourself, but have any other type of weapon, you can choose to give a different weapon to Yareth. If you'd rather not give up any of your other weapons or don't have any, turn to 211.
Well, we don't, and he's not getting our forearm blade. No.
Yeah.
Well, we got a checkpoint in case we
Okay,
need to
211.
give him a tribute. But the fact that it says like giving the metal rod or keep it to yourself is like,
You
is he
can
gonna
make it through. Yeah.
or is he gonna betray us if we give him the, you know?
Yeah.
Rather not give up any of your weapons. 2-on-1.
Northwest. Yep, boy.
Whereabouts are you from again, IQ? If you don't mind staying anyway, or in a general location. You shrug, then realizing Yareth doesn't understand the gesture. You tell it you don't have any weapons to offer. We must distract the feeder, Yareth says, pointing at a claw upwards into the mist. Will you offer to distract the feeder?
Oh no. I don't trust him to go and get it. I think he should distract the feeder.
And we should go down and maybe try and get it. And maybe like a stealth roll. I would rather that because I just don't trust this guy for some reason. Should we offer to distract the feeder?
No, I was going to say make him distract it and we go and get it.
While you retrieve the Tokilian. We might need to start checkpointing here because we could be a lot of...
I just get he's going to get it and then run away.
We
and
still
leave
got
us
some
with the
dream
spider.
keys.
We do have dream
I would
keys.
just... Let's just checkpoint this because we don't want to mess up now.
What page?
2-1-1.
Check me to the end.
Well, if this is the Tokilian and we get it, and we've got the star-shaped tool, we can kind of skim through and get back to where we need to be. So, are we going to distract the feeder? No, Yareth's going to distract the feeder.
Yes.
Okay, so we got 2-1-1, so let's try that one. 2-6-4.
Well, asking him to do it.
Yeah. Keep reading chat and you'll see it. Okay. Yeah, there's quite a lot of chat we've been trying to keep up with and trying not to lose where we are in this book today, so hopefully we've not ignored anything, you bastards.
Yareth's head deepens to a darker red. No, human, I command here. Go. It points into the cavern. The Migo suggests that you must enter the cavern and distract the creature to lure it away from the location of the Tokilian. Will you do as it asks or refuse?
The thing is, he wants that, doesn't he?
I don't trust him. Should we refuse and push him into the webs?
I'm just thinking,
Let's push him in.
but what if he grabs it and goes and takes it? We've got a checkpoint anyway, let's try that.
Oh.
Refuse 401.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We're making him distract it so we can go and grab it.
True. Your refusal angers Yareth to
well.
the point that Amigo attacks. I will use your corpse, he hisses. As you fight Yareth off, neither of you notice the dark shape of descend from the mist of the threadless hill. You block the blow from Yareth and get ready to strike back, but suddenly a long spear like appendage pierces Yareth's head, covering you in Amigo blood. The spear is in fact the blade-like leg of a gigantic purple spider creature with 7 legs to spare. The bloated monstrosity wastes no time in repeating its attack on you. With a sickening squelch, your head is speared by a second leg, killing you instantly. So, right, we've got the checkpoint, we're drinking, so we need to...
Do as it asks. All 6:30.
And then we throw him in the pit when we get a chance. We're taking a death for that. But we are gonna get through this. We are gonna get through this. Olga, mate, I know I started streaming myself. No more moments about how to keep it. Yes. What do you stream? IQ. Oh, Lancashire Northwest. Cool.
Yara's head changes to a mix of green and yellow at your offer to distract the creature.
So he's like a mood ring bug.
Yeah, that's so cool. It suggests you to rush towards the right-hand side of the cavern and disturb as many threads as possible, giving Yareth time to retrieve the Toclium. You wince as it seems Yareth's plan is nothing more than to send you to your death.
Yeah.
While it escapes with the Toclium. Okay, this is what I was thinking. Your Migo ally is as cold and uncaring as you suspected. You know this so-called plan is suicide and your options are limited.
Mm-hmm.
What will you do? If you still agree to go along with the plan, 10 to 551. To refuse again and insist, well, we can't do that because we'll end up dying.
Yeah.
If you wish to attack Yareth while its guard is down, the Migos simply can't be trusted, 10 to 365.
We'll still get killed by the spider, I think.
Or flee, so should we still agree to go along with his plan then?
We should definitely check that option. I mean, if we're at least in the room with the Toclian, there might be a chance we can get it. I would hold that page and check what happens.
468. What would you do?
That's probably what I would do, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Right? Let me get this. I mean, should we just keep it on red? We're in the danger zone right now.
I want to play Sekiro again so bad.
Metal Gear, Sekiro, Last of Us, Bloodborne, Resident Evil. What a great list of games.
Yeah,
right
that's
here.
like literally our favorite games.
551. What's your favorite Metal Gear, IQ? 551. Right, I'm gonna say we're gonna go along with the plan and go into the room just in case we get a chance to actually take the Toclium. Because if we're not down there, he's gonna get it, or I don't know.
Just can't get it.
Very well, you whisper to Yareth. It head turns to a deep green at your agreement, so we're just trying to please him. We're here to the so-called plan. You approach the cavern entrance. The eerie silence and stillness of the scene is nonetheless unsettling. Above in the mist lies a malignant presence of pure terror. You feel it even now. Stepping in, you weave your way between the threads, careful not to touch them. Yareth awaits, watching its head turning an unreadable mix of blue and yellow. What does that mean? It's then. It's then. He's got blue balls on his head. It is then you spot the glint of the metal that Yareth claimed to be the Toclium. You realise in the moment why not go for it yourself. You need it, and this Migo would betray even its own kind, hardly a being to be trusted. What will you do? Make your way to the Toclium yourself and flee the cavern to the opposite exit, or stick to the plan. When in far enough to disturb one of the threads, we know disturbing the thread.
Oh, it'll stick to our arm. Yeah.
We're just gonna risk it.
Just go for it.
251.
I'm scared.
I'm scared too. Only play Metal Gear 5. People say the story's crap. Yeah, that one.
Is that the one that's really short?
No, you can get hours out of that. But that Metal Gear 5 was like, basically Kojima kept putting money into it, and Konami were like, no, we're finishing the game here. We're not even going to finish the final chapter. We're giving it here. So the story was hindered massively, but yeah.
You glance back at Yareth. You really have no idea if the creature is looking at you or not. Your mind is made up. You silently make your way across to the back of the cavern to retrieve the Toclian. The threads are difficult to avoid. Your very presence seems to disturb them and set them in motion, swaying ever so gently back and forth. Make a hard stealth check.
Stealth
which
is on 7.
1.
So we need 6. Metal Gear Solid 1, a special place. Yeah, MGS 1 is still definitely my favourite, but you can't deny that Snake Eater is better.
What are you doing?
What? Oh. We still got a 6 anyway. I can't wait for the remake.
If you pass 10 to 469. Come on. Come on.
You drop the Toclian and die. As you get closer, you see the glint from the metal cube. Without touching any of the threads, you bend down and slowly retrieve it. It sits in a small pool of green slime that clings to the cube as you pull it away from the ground. You suspect the slime is all remains of Amigo. Brushing it off, you place the cube into your satchel. Yareth has realised it's too late what your plan has been. You glance back to see the Amigo crouch low and enter the cavern. Its head is the telltale deep red of an enraged Amigo as it skitters with surprising speed across the cavern floor.
Oh no.
Suddenly, a wrong move by the Amigo sees it ensnared by one of the threads.
Aha.
It sticks like glue to the creature and thrashes about. Yareth becomes hopelessly entangled. Silently, like a shadow of death, a giant, vaguely spider-like thing flows down from the mist and envelops the writhing Migo. The visage of this bloated purple monstrosity bores into your very soul. If you have recorded into your journal being inside the cavern, which we have, I guess, then you do not need to make a composure check. If you do not have this entry, you have to make an extreme composure check.
We don't need to do that.
If you fail, you lose 2 composure. If you pass, you lose 1 composure. So we skip that because we have the. You turn away and head for the exit, praying that this thing finds enough sport in Yarv to allow you to go unnoticed. You manage to reach the other side without incident and exit the cavern. When you believe it's safe, you stop to examine the cube, 10445.
Here we go.
It is a Rubik's Cube, it's not the Killian.
It's gotta be.
Can't wait for MGS3. I play all the S ranks, perfect stealth challenges, FOB challenge. Wow, that's a lot of. The gameplay in 5 is definitely the best by far, and I really do watch people who play it, but you can't beat the MGS1 story.
Turning the cube over and over, you find a diamond symbol etched into. Is it?
With the diamonds on the machine, isn't it?
You find a diamond symbol etched into one side. You rub your thumb across the symbol and watch in amazement as the cube opens, almost flower-like, splitting into a diamond-shaped panel
the Hellraiser cube
and forming a flat metal star, which you place on the cave floor. In its center is a small glowing diamond-shaped jewel which illuminates the entire cave. It pulsates with a similar green light to the device that you brought you here, the Toclian. Toclian. This is what Edward used to activate the machine at the house. You press on the symbol and watch in amazement as the cube reforms around the Toclian. Then place the cube back in your satchel. Record in your investigator journal, find the Toclian. Note the 2 separate reference numbers carefully. The first is 232. The second is 572, and we get 25 Mythos points. So
66 Toclian points. Not Toclian points. Missing.
Found the Toclian. 232 572.
Snake, do you like my sunglasses? Is that Master Miller? Metal Gear Solid on Game Boy Color is a hidden gem. Oh, I've never played that actually. You can call me Deep Throat.
You get to your feet and press on. 389. Are we carrying on?
Yes. We're gonna skim. If we end up back on the track to the lab, we're gonna skim through, and hopefully this is the end. Your thoughts wander as the tunnel continues to narrow. It is a petrifying city, a cave truly undiscovered under the earth.
We've been in
time.
Yes, this is the way.
So we're heading back down. We don't have the rope, so 186. So we are gonna get through this quite fast because it's basically gonna be the same journey we've had.
Oh, but because we've only got 2 health, should we chat to the statue guy? In fact, should we skip to the statue guy? 99.
Yeah, let's do that actually. So just to save a few minutes of time, we basically follow this down until we get to the guy. So what page is that? 99.
99.
I'll let you do that. I'll get ready to put the stats up.
Oh, we had to do a roll though, didn't we? Or were we ignoring that?
We're ignoring that because we're gonna get our stats back from that dude anyway. We'll take a big drink. You guys ever see Metal Gear Awesome back in the day? No, I've never even heard of that.
164. So we're drinking. Well, we're looking at the green slime. We're touching the black liquid in the bowl.
Yeah.
539. This is where we run into the.
We lose the stealth and something as well, don't we? But we can take that at this point as long as we got health back to. Thingy.
3.
Initial.
9. We're in a black void.
We haven't found Unlapper though.
No, we still haven't found Unlapper, which I think is probably quite important. And maybe we do need to do that still.
If so, we are gonna have to do another part.
Stand your ground and see what comes through.
Unless Unlapper's after this, oh I don't know.
Maybe.
Really hope this.
No, it can't be. It can't be after it because you wouldn't have had the have you found him. It's the thing with the tentacles, and then we're gonna tell it we're a seeker, not a tribute. We could ask him who or what he is, but
nah, we know him. We know his name. It's like something weird. Not Pete.
It's not Pete.
Oh, we need to get 6, don't we?
Yeah. So, well, we don't know what we're gonna get. Roll 1 die, and go to the corresponding entry to receive your gift. And we've only ever rolled a 5 or a 6 on this page.
This could be a a re-roll just in case we get. We want kind of want to see what we can get. So 4, we've not done
we've
that.
not
So
done
let's
that.
try that.
4, 6, 5.
If we can get out of here without losing our stealth, that's great. Or whatever we lose, composure maybe.
Okay, we'll go with it. He places a huge hand across your forehead. You try to recoil, but are held fast by his indomitable will. Suddenly, your mind becomes focused and sharper than ever before. Restore your composure to its initial level and regain 3 health. So it's better than nothing. However, you feel less agile and must decrease your dexterity by 1. The void falls away like a curtain, tumbling to the floor, 10 to 3, 4, 4.
Okay. I recently finished a game called Unicorn Overload. Yeah, I saw that one. I kind of wanted to play that one. Good things about... Where are we?
3, 4, 4.
You find yourself once again standing at the bowl. You feel strange, and we get the code word received a gift, which we still have.
Yeah.
If you haven't already done so, you can explore the exits. So we're going to go straight through the archway behind the archway in the far wall.
I think so.
358. Let me just check. So we're going to go back, basically the one behind the statue.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, so then we go through the metal door, 483.
Come on!
We've still got to go through the lab.
Yeah, but that's just where we throw the seeds around.
So we're in the lab now, and maybe we should just kind of skip him through this.
Yeah.
Follow him through the door, 369.
The brain guys
Eugene.
and the... Yeah.
So basically, they want to turn us into a thingy. We're gonna throw a seed at them, 315. You've heard this like 4 times at this point.
Yeah,
so.
apologies if you haven't.
Yeah.
We're just rushing through it.
So use an explosive seed, 279.
And we lose 1 health.
Yep. Lose 1 health. 471. You want to continue and I'll turn that health off?
Yep.
Basically, a thing made by Ego Raptor. Short flash parody of MGs. No, I've never seen that. I'll have to look at that.
Okay, if you have in your journal Star-shaped tool, turn to the second.
425.
Is it?
You've got it written down somewhere. Maybe.
40. The tool whirs as it unlocks the panel in the wall, causing it to slide to the side. We found the journal. Record, you know how to get home, and note 2 separate references. We've done this, haven't we?
Yeah.
Somewhere. I just need to find out.
Yeah,
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
You place the journal in your satchel and leave the lab. You immediately take the exit on your left, 437. So we should end up in the Edward room.
Yeah. So we're in the egg room.
Oh yeah.
Have you released the black slime creature? No, we haven't. You make your way through the eggs, 530. I really hope we don't need to do that on that thing.
What if we? Yeah. What if you're not meant to do it? What if you release
maybe
it?
the black slime creature, right?
You will be.
So basically, we find the Migos in the tunnel. We can either distract them by throwing a seed at the eggs, or we can throw it directly at them, which we don't have to do we?
Sneak up to the tunnel on the right. Maybe it's a stealth check, but let's risk it.
Yeah, we can drink our way through a stealth check, no problem.
Won't be the first time.
I feel like we're on like part 35 of Fabled Lands right now.
Despite the risk of being discovered, you head into the tunnel in an attempt not to be spotted. Make it a very hard, which is +2 stealth check. What's our stealth
so
on?
our stealth is 7 probably. Stats. Where are you? 7.
So we need to get 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you pass, you successfully reach the junction. 138.
Come on. Basically, we go through, and this is where we see all the Amigo like acting like the machinery and mining ore and stuff. If you have recorded in your investigator journal, you've freed on Laffer, turn to the second reference, which we don't, so we go to page 85.
I really hope it's a bad thing to free him.
Well, it would be like he's probably the black slime creature, isn't he? So
yeah.
it sounds like it's quite bad.
To your left, the ledge snakes its way around the edge of the cavern, where another tunnel opening leads back into the rock base. The tunnel is short and ends in a typical circular metal door. You creep up to the door, and knowing it will open when you get close, you prepare yourself for what horrors may lay beyond. The door slides open to reveal an end to the rock of the cavern, and a return to the metal construction similar to the area you first arrived in. As the door opens, 3 Migo turn towards you. In the room are 4 metal slabs, and on them rest 4 bodies. It's a man, woman, young girl, and a boy, Edward. It's the Turn family. They do not appear to have aged at all. 2 of the Migo are operating on Edward. They've attached the prosthetic arm that you saw back in the attic. The 3rd Migo turns and skitters towards another door on the opposite end of the room. You only have moments to act. Despite the odds of 2 to 1, you can decide to rush in and attack the 2 Migo next to Edward, or ignore them for a moment and rush at the lone one heading for the door.
So we want to do the other 2, don't we?
I thought we got the door one because we thought it was going to ring a bell. No, he's going in there to do something.
Yeah.
He grabs something.
So we do the other one and we get their gun and then we end up going in the room anyway, but I think that's probably a better option because maybe we have the gun if we have to do a final boss.
What are you going to go for then?
The 2.
Okay.
I think. Right, 85 times. So we're going to attack, decide to rush the 2 Migo next to Edward, 482. The lone Migo takes the opportunity and flees through the door. You face... Wait, that's not right.
It is.
I thought there was an option to use seeds on them.
We've probably used a lot of seeds by this point.
We definitely used the seeds on these guys though.
No, we didn't. We went after the lone one.
No, we did it and we threw a seed at them. We've done that at some point. The lone Migo takes the opportunity and flees through the door as you face it with 2 Migo, both attack at the same time.
I think we go after the other one.
Yeah?
It worked out better.
Well, we can try it, yeah.
Was they got scared and ran off, didn't they?
I'm not sure. Let's just
because we were so
that.
strong.
So we have to fight the scientist, so we were at 85 down?
Yeah.
So we're going to fight the Migo scientist now. And hopefully...
So if by the start of round 4 you've not defeated it, we have to turn to 4, 3, 5. If we defeat it in 3 rounds or less, turn to 55, and then I think they get scared and run off.
Yeah.
So we have to kill him in 3.
Okay, and what's his health?
4, so we can technically kill him in 2.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Oh, answering yourself.
Oh.
Anyone?
Yeah. No. He got combat 8. He's got combat 4.
Oh.
So. Yeah, we won.
He's dead.
If you defeat in 3 rounds or less, 10 to 55.
We better not need that gun.
We did this last time. I think
We
we get
also
the
did-
gun because he ran into the room to get the gun.
No, we did
Yeah,
the
you
opposite.
did.
No, we didn't. We did the other way because we threw the thing at them and then we had to hide behind the table in the room and we rushed them and got the gun. This one goes straight into the room. The Migo drops to the floor dead just as the other 2 reach you. On seeing a fellow scientist dispatch, they both flee through the door they came through into a large mining cavern. They've gone before you can react. 10 to 249. So this isn't where you get the gun, I think it's the other way you do.
No, he's gone into the room to get the gun.
You cautiously check the other chamber connected to this one before you rouse the family you need to know. You need to know that what you're heading into. In the connecting room you make an incredible discovery, the portal machine. Its centerpiece could be a way out of here. There are no other exits from this room. Also in the room is a series of dangerous looking sharp implements and more versions of the Migo lightning gun resting on the counter. It looks like a Migo arm themselves here before using the machine. Suddenly you hear a voice from behind you, 363. Please let us be able to get out of this.
No, if
don't
not,
even
we
know.
are starting again.
The thing is though, like, we keep hearing from the beginning like it's that sort of time travel thing, but we're not even close to the end.
Who are you? A familiar yet distorted voice calls from behind you. You turn to see Edward standing in the centre of the room. He looks confused. What happened to me? He raises his clawed arm and stares at it with a look of horror. You rush to him. Edward, it's me, Frank. Remember from the house? He looks up at you, his eyes are strange, and his expression offers no recollection. Frank, I do not know you. My family, where? He recoils and turns towards the slabs. Mother, he limps awkwardly to the metal slab where his mother lies. Unsure as to why he doesn't recognize you, your thoughts turn back to the machine. Edward, I will try and get this machine to work, then we'll get your family home, okay? He doesn't respond. You approach the machine and examine it. You find the slot for the power source, but do you have it? If you recorded in your investigator journal found the Toclian, then you must turn to the second reference now.
Please.
I didn't write them down.
Come on. What is it?
Was it second?
Yeah.
572.
We're not out of it yet. Don't look. You nervously place the Toclian into the machine and relieved when it starts to thrum. As before, there are 4 dials on the device, and you notice that each of these is currently set at what you denote to be 0 degrees. Do you have any clues about how to set the device for the journey home? If you have recorded in your investigator journal, you know how to get home.
Yes.
And you must turn to the second reference associated with that entry now.
254.
Come on. I bet home has just been taken over by aliens now.
Was it?
254?
As you set the last dial, the beam of green light shoots up from the sphere on top, just like it had done in the attic of the house. It then bends downwards to rest parallel with the floor, striking the wall to form a shimmering portal. The entire room is bathed in the eerie, pulsating light. Through the haze of the portal, you can see the attic of the house. You did it. You rush back to Edward and explain how you can all leave this hellish place. Just as you are trying to convince him that you can help carry his unconscious family members into the portal chamber...
Yeah, he's still dead, like.
Oh no. The door on the opposite side opens and in swarms a horde of Migo.
Oh no.
You're out of time. You grab Edward and tell him you must flee. He's confused and unsure. You make it to the portal whilst he hesitates. My family, he cries. We'll go back, Edward, you shout over the thrum of the portal. I promise. I'll go back for your family, but we must get out of here now.
Amigo is not your amigo.
You both turn and run as a blast from lightning gun ionizes the air. With one final push, you leap through the portal just as the weapon strikes the machine. You land on the attic floor. You quickly get to your feet. The portal flickers. Edward hasn't come through. Moments pass as you watch through the haze, willing Edward to make it. You stare, feeling helpless as he approaches, leaps, and then the portal blinks out of existence. You wait expectantly. Nothing. He's gone.
Is this a bad ending?
Sounds like it.
It's an ending.
You slump against the wall and put your head in your hands. Turn to 104. No.
This is a long page. After a time, you look up again. The attic seems different, tidy. You examine the machine. There is no Toclian in it. Unsure of what to do, you wrestle for hours with the thought of trying to go back and never wanting to go back with no power source. The decision is made for you. With a sense of guilt that you can't shake, you become reluctantly thankful that there is no other option. But what has happened to Edward and his family? You bury the machine in the woods and remove all the other evidence that may have been in the house. As you traverse the house, you note it looks well kept and that the windows are no longer boarded up. Something is clearly not right here. You pull the original newspaper article from your satchel. It remains the same, though your eye is drawn to a paragraph you hadn't originally taken much consideration over. The police are also looking for a stranger to the town who was seen acting suspiciously the day before the bodies were discovered.
No.
He wandered out of town on foot, seemingly dazed and confused, and avoided the locals. He had an unkempt appearance, with some reporting he looked as though he had been in an accident. Thus far, he has not presented himself for questioning, and the police would like to eliminate him from their inquiries. You tidy yourself up as best as you can, borrowing some of Jacob's better garments, and head into Durham town. Your car is gone. As you explore the possibility of getting a bus from the town, you do your best to limit interaction with the locals. You retrieve a discarded local newspaper from the street. The date reads September 25th, 1916. You quietly ask a passerby the time, then the date, then they look you up and down strangely. It is September 27th, 1916. You contemplate your decision. You contemplate your situation on the bus to Kingsport. Turn to 63. So we're missing 2 days from our memory.
This is a long page. The machine was more than just a way to
Go to your room without any
I
pancakes.
know, I saw it before. The machine was more than just a way to traverse across space. It also had the power to transcend time. Edward and Sarah hadn't aged because it sent you to Yuggoth 10 years in the past, possibly only moments after they themselves had arrived. Now you realise just how powerful this device was for the Migo, and why they were so tenacious in trying to recover the lost power source. You mull this over in your head, trying to understand what you will do now that you are no longer in your own time. Unable to return to Arkham for fear of running into your past self, you stay in the town of Kingsport. You've just enough money to rent a room for a week and manage to convince a local forearm to give you a job working at a warehouse. In time, you can afford to rent a room long term. You pore over every copy of the Newport Examiner you can until you find news about the house. Newport Examiner, October 7th, 1916. Missing family in Durham locale. The Newport Police Department was called out on business up north to investigate the mysterious disappearance of the Turn family, who have been residing in a house near Durham for several years. The locals say that they were good, honest folk, but no one has seen nor heard from them since last September. On visiting the house, it stood empty and their possessions remained at the abode. No explanation for their disappearance has been offered at this time. Searches are ongoing in the local woods. Is that not where we buried the stuff?
Yeah.
The missing individuals are Jacob, the father, Melissa, the mother, and Sarah, the youngest child of 5 years, and Edward, their 12-year-old son. There were no signs of foul play in the house, but some locals did report a stranger to the town who was seen a few days before the disappearance was reported. He avoided the locals. Thus far, he has not presented himself for questioning.
Is this the same report that we've read?
No, this is another one, and the police would like to eliminate him from their inquiries. Is it? You read it over and over again and compare it to your article. Disappeared, the bodies are in Yuggoth. No one would ever believe you, so you have no intention of attempting to explain this. Recording your investigative journal, the entire family were reported missing, minus 50 mythos points. Eventually, you settle into a mundane existence. A young reporter by the name of Frank Winston starts to write an article for the Arkham Gazette, which you've especially delivered by post to your door so you can follow your alter ego's progress. Oh, this has got to be the bad ending.
Definitely.
Then, 10 years later, on September the 23rd, around 4:45 p.m. in the year 1926, you return to stand on the main road of Durham and wait for a Chevrolet to trundle down the road.
Oh, so we've travelled back in time 10 years?
Yeah, and we've been just living this life alongside our...
Okay.
You contemplated writing to yourself, anonymously of course, as a warning to stay away, but instead felt that you would simply be compelling some version of yourself to question the warning and turn up anyway.
Oh, this is so it makes you do the loop and you start again as the new version.
When you thought about it, you know that it is what you would have done. No one arrives, there are no strange flashes of green lightning, and no voice on the air. The killings never happened. The disappearances are perhaps much less intriguing, and thus the other version of yourself remained in Arkham, perhaps dismissing the story, if you found it at all. It is highly unlikely that your paths will ever cross. Okay, so it's a good ending.
For us, not for the family.
In February 1930, the planet Pluto is discovered, but you know it and fear it by another name, Yuggoth. The effect of this does not go unnoticed on your demeanour, but you remain resolute to carry on a normal life. Voice is going. Such as it is, despite knowing that the Migo are out there, waiting, perhaps constructing another power source for that accursed machine, but perhaps they have a score to settle with mankind. When you started, your story ends here. Now turn to 586.
Okay.
Is there more than one ending? No.
Maybe it comes down to your score at the end, your mythos score, which we just lost 50. 586.
Yeah, but the Dream Cheese restores it to the highest.
The highest one, yeah. Congratulations on completing the story. Throughout your investigation, the mythos points you have accumulated have been recorded on your investigator sheet, along with the number of attempts you've made to reach this point. We haven't been adding investigations the last few times, to be fair.
We don't deserve to.
Yeah. Divide your mythos points by the number of investigations, so 16 divided by 11, to get your subtotal, round down. Then the final addition of your mythos points, you gain the following points based on who you managed to save, if anyone. Add these to your subtotal.
Hang on, so 16 divided by 11 equals 1.4. So we round it down.
Yeah.
We got 1.
Okay. You gain following points based on who you managed to save.
None.
Did we not save everyone?
No.
Okay, so if you save Edward, you get 2 mythos points. If you saved Edward without him being altered by the enemies, you get +5. If you save each of the other family members, you also get +5. So there's a lot of ones we're missing out here. You now have your mythos total.
1.
0 to 9 points, Migo food.
Oh.
And we got what, 1?
Yeah.
10 to 4, just a brain in the cylinder. 15 to 19, hapless wanderer. 20 to 29, apprentice investigator. 30 to 39, master investigator. 40 to 49, delver into the mythos. 50 plus, master of the Cthulhu mythos.
I'm sorry, that is awesome.
It's
That's
cool.
such a cool thing to
And
do.
it does actually make you want to play it.
How could we do it any better than that?
The black slime creature,
Yes.
the source of the evil.
Yes.
As this was completed investigation, depending on who you manage to save, you might decide to try again. If you do, you must reset your investigation intent and your mythos points. Okay, I think that's it. We did it.
Ah, if we came out with 1, I thought
Worst
we were like...
possible ending, but we got there, and like this could be a very replayable book. And
Yeah, definitely.
if you guys do decide to pick up this one, which I hope you do, check it out if you're into this type of thing. We want to know like your take on it. We want to know what ending you get. We want to know how much mytho points you get, because it seems like it's very open and there's a lot of different ways of going around it. I mean, there might only be a few endings, but there's also different rankings and stuff. It's almost like playing a video game.
I reckon there's quite a few endings, because you can save different families. The fact you can save like Edward unaltered, altered, other family members.
Yeah, I mean, we just happened to get the worst ending.
But we finished it.
We did. We completed the story.
We cheated.
This is
a
our
little
ending.
bit.
We made it. Yeah, well, I'll add you, IQ. Yeah, so this is going to be the end of House of Sentinel Hill. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. This isn't your typical fighting fantasy. This is something a bit different. And if you only ever read fighting fantasy books, then maybe this is a good opportunity to branch out into some of these other ones, these more modern stories that are equally as good, if not better in some aspects. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching our series on House on Sentinel Hill. And we'll be back again soon. We're not entirely sure what we're going to be doing next, but
maybe another fighting fantasy. I wonder if this author's done more.
Yeah, I think they do music for this as well, Graham Plowman. I think I found his Twitter account. Either way, guys, yeah, if you do like the sound of this one, you've been enjoying this one, and you want to play your own playthrough, go and check out this book, because we've had a great time with it. And like I said, we will be back with another one of these playthroughs of another book, probably within the next couple of weeks or a week or so. So we will see you there. So have a good time.
That's such a weird ending.
I know it is.
That was the weirdest outro, but I liked it.
Have a good time, guys.